Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, back with another part of What If Naruto was separated from his family. And if you haven't, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of the channel. And without further ado, let's continue our story. Last time, I will mom, Naruto then kissed her mother's cheek before leaving the room to prepare for the mission. Time skip. 6 hours later. Now we continue from the beginning. Naruto had been traveling for 5 hours straight now. Since he was an Uzumaki plus the Jinchuriki of Kyuubi no Yoko, he's far from getting tired. Stopping for a 5 minutes break, he once again checked his map and found he was 3 miles away from his destination. He unsealed his bow staff that he christened as Stunner and once again took off. As the mountain came into view, Naruto heightened his senses and felt his surroundings. He felt a strong barrier up the mountain and knew he was at the right place. As he climbed up the mountain, he had to dodge and evade multiple traps that sprung. He was impressed at the amount of it and calculated its sheer power, concluding that if he got hit, he'll definitely fall off the mountain. Finally reaching the top of the cave, he took a look at his surroundings and spotted the small temple. It was his experience that saved him from getting riddled by a volley of kunais. Whoa, 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 Naruto screamed as he dodged the attacks. Calm down, Tonbe-san or Hotaru-san or whoever you are. Hold your attacks. Yikes. Naruto raised his arms in a surrendering fashion and then said, Will you guys just calm down? I'm not an enemy. Naruto sighed in relief as he felt the attack stops. Two figures appeared and came walking towards him. He saw the old man and the blonde girl. Damn, she's beautiful, Naruto thought. Ahem, focus, Naruto-kun. You're on a mission right now. Kurama responded and reminded her host. Naruto mentally sighed and then nodded. Greetings, my name is Uzumaki no Mikaze Naruto, Naruto said as he bowed low at the two. I am Tsuchigomo Tonobe, the old man said, bowing as well. I am Tsuchigomo Hotaru, granddaughter of Enno Gyoja. Naruto shook the old man's hand and saw the girl's. Hotaru's face blushed crimson red when she looked eyes with the boy. Kami-sama, not another one, muttered Kurama. We apologize about earlier. We do not know Konoha would be sending someone here today, said Tonobe. Actually, I'm not a representative of Konoha, but a different village. How come? You're the son of the Yondam, right? You look a lot like him. It's a long story, but I have a jutsu that can help us. While it may look as if it is happening for a whole 13 years, the span is only 13 minutes on the real world. I see. Well, I don't think you are an enemy. I don't sense ill will from you. Please follow us, Tonobe said as they went inside the temple. Wait, said Naruto. The two stopped and watched the blonde. Without making seals, Naruto produced 6 clones. The clones headed to different directions and went down to the mountain. What are you doing? Tonobe asked, raising an eyebrow. It's just a precaution. My clones will create a barrier seal. No offense to you, but the traps are actually easy to bypass for experienced shinobi. None taken. Tonobe smiled. Just then, they heard the voices of the clone. Uzumaki ceiling. 6-point barriers. Hotaru watched in amazement as a light purple prism covered the mountain. There. Now we can talk without worrying about intruders. The two nodded and led them to the mansion. As he entered the mansion, Naruto was amazed with how neat it looked, even though the place was small. His attention was caught by a large picture frame of an old man with a long beard wearing a white cloak. Gandalf? Naruto asked, making Hotaru giggle. No, that's Enno Gyojo, Hotaru's grandfather, Tonobe explained. Don't worry, Naruto-kun. I'm also used to calling my grandfather dad, said the girl. Naruto-kun, already, huh? Kurama muttered, making the blonde smirk. Anyway, if you're ready, I will be telling you of my story and the village I represented. Ready, whenever you are, Naruto-san. Alright, Naruto said as he made a dozen seals. Demonic cards, sand of time. Naruto clapped his hands and a seal appeared on each of his hands. He silently asked the two to hold his hands and he channeled the chakra. The moment they held the hands, they were pulled into the dreamscape. They landed on an unfamiliar place. Where are we? Naruto didn't respond but instead pointed at something. The two looked and were surprised to find a younger Sandam Hokage talking with the younger versions of the Yondam Raikage and Sandam Tsuchikage and the Yondam Mizukage. That was the scene when the Hokage sold out the Uzumaki clan and convinced them 3 villages to attack. Next scene shifted to the Battle of Uchiha. Naruto had looked away as he could not bear to see his mother and siblings heartbroken because of his apparent death. During that scene, Naruto could not help but shed a tear when his mother began to wail for him. Tonobe was shocked and horrified as he watched this happen. Hotaru also shed tears as she watched. Next scene was the attack of the Kyuubi and the sealing of the Yondam to Naruto. For the next moments, they watched Naruto as a baby up to the point where he dreamt about his parents. Hotaru hugged Naruto tightly as the boy cried upon seeing his past life in Konoha. The jutsu continued to show them Naruto's memories, and up to time, he got promoted to Chunin and had dinner with his family that night. The last scene was him receiving his mission and then dodging traps until he reached the top of Mount Katsurugi before the jutsu ended and pushed them back to reality. Tonbe was a bit dazed about everything he just saw. Hotaru simply jumped on Naruto and hugged him tightly. "I'm so sorry. I didn't know you went through all that hell. And now you had to watch it again because you needed to show us so we could understand you faster," she sobbed. Naruto patted the girl's head and ran down his fingers through her hair. "Shh, it's all right, Hotaru-chan. You did nothing wrong." Naruto then looked at the old man. "Now then, Tonobe-san, I'm sure you understand now why you should denounce your clan's alliance with Konoha. They are consisted of manipulators and traitors." The old man nodded. "The things you have shown us are more than enough for us to be convinced. You've shown in us what they can do to our clan. You should know as well that we're no longer affiliated with the current Tsuchigomo village. You see, the clan split into two. The other half was loyal to Enno Gyojo, while the other was not. We're the only two left. As the acting clan of the clan head, I, Tsuchigama Tonobe, hereby cancel the clan's allegiance with Konoha." There was a soft gust of wind, indicating that the old man was just saying true and now was in effect. As Naruto was about to speak, he stopped as he received the memories of the clones, making him clutch his head for the sudden memory influx. Hotaru noticed his discomfort and asked the boy in concern, "Naruto-kun, are you alright? Intruders. We have intruders. They are now trying to break down the barrier." "How many?" asked Tonobe. "5, although only 4 of them are working." "That would be the Makagi group. They have come to take the Kinjutsu so they could use it for their own purposes." "Makagi group, huh? A rank in the bingo books, known for their flawless collaboration techniques. Bounty 20 million ryu for them all 5. Naruto decided. "Don't worry, I will protect you too. Listen, I'm going to put down the barrier so I could fight them. Before I do, I'm going to place you inside a small barrier so you will be safe." Naruto did not wait for their approval and immediately flashed the hand seals. Moments later, Tonobe and Hotaru were now safely inside the barrier. Seeing them safe, Naruto cancelled the large barrier and waited for his opponents. The top of the mountain was huge enough for a wide-scale battle. Naruto was thinking that what kind of Kinjutsu or Jutsu he used against the Nooknins. Well, what do we have here? A double-pointed, chinned guy with a huge shuriken in the back said. "A bodyguard," replied the two, who looked like a girl in the group. "Hey, don't you recognize him?" said the tallest. "Yeah, that is the Yondam," said double-pointed chin guy. "Idiot, that's a Yondam Hokage's dad. That's his son," said the girl. "The Juggernaut." The one wearing a fishnet shirt and vest said. "Alright boys, we have 2 prizes here," said the leader, the Kinjutsu and his upstart. "It appears that he'll protecting the girl, so we'll kill him first and then take the girl. We'll become rich when we deliver his head to the Tsuchikage." "Tsuchikage, huh?" Kurama said. "Huh, so they plan to bring me to Eva. Alright then, I've decided what jutsu to use. I'm not in the mood to play with them, alright," Naruto said. Shiranami, leader of the Makagi group, the one with the fishnet shirt. Akaboshi, second in command, the double-chinned guy. Chusen, the girl Benten. And the last, the tallest, Nango. Decided the blonde. "Huh? You did your research, boy," Chusen said. "Hey, I'm not a girl," screamed Benten. "Whatever now. You were saying you're bringing my head to Eva," Naruto said as he took out a scroll and directed it upwards. Hundreds of kunai shot out from the scroll and covered the whole battlefield. "Huh? What's that, kid?" sneered Chusen. "You don't know how to throw your kunais? Did your mommy even taught you? Oh wait, your mama is dead, hehe." What the thief failed to realize was that the kunais were no regular kunais, but 3-pronged. Any last words? Naruto said solemnly. "Yeah, kid, whatever. We should be the ones asking that," said Chunin. When his comrades, however, were silent, those who have brains analyzed the situation and finally saw the structure of the kunais. At last moment, they instantly knew they should flee. 4 flashes of orange lighter. They were now 4 corpses without head. The members of Makagi group were no longer in the world of the living. Shiranami looked at his henchmen, corpses, and started at the started to stare at the blonde in horror, who was holding a tanto. The Harishin. You can do the Harishin, he stuttered, remembering the note on the bingo book. He began running for his life. Oh no, you're not going anywhere now, Naruto said as he flashed in front of him and shoved a Rasengan in his gut, killing him instantly. I plan to keep this a secret until the exams, you know. Can't let you informing people about it. Naruto took his banded heads and sealed them into a scroll. He burned the corpses using fox fireball. He grinned at Tonabe and Hotaru as he undid the barrier. There, you're safe now. Tonabe stuttered. I don't think we're safe as long as we're here. Well, if you like, you guys can come with me back to Uzu. In that way, your clan's jutsu will be safer, Master. Hotaru murmured as she bowed at the boy. Eh? Master, please take me as your apprentice. What the hell? Go on, Naruto. Couldn't accept her as your student. Master. Grandma laughed. Naruto stood in his spot, blinking, staring at the girl in front of him. I'm not a master, you know. But Master, Hotaru said as she stood up, her eyes gleaming with admiration. I've seen your memories. You're very strong both in mind and body. Your peers treat you as their higher up. You're the genius in your batch. I saw you destroy the Kiri swordsman easily, and now I just watched you kill those thieves like they were nothing. Please take me as your apprentice. I want to become strong like you, so that I could protect those precious to me as well as my clan's treasured jutsus. Naruto sighed as he scratched his head. Alright. I guess I'll be your master, Hotaru-chan. Kami-sama. That sounded wrong, he thought. Kurama was laughing in agreement. Hotaru cheered happily and jumped at Naruto, pressing her chest against his thigh. Oh my god, what have I gotten myself into? Thank you, Naruto-kun. I mean, Master. You can just call me by my name. No need to call me Master. But. Alright. Just try not to call me that in the public, okay? Hi. Good now then. I'm going to send you to Uzu. Naruto said that the old man was silent. He looked at Tonabe and saw him smiling at the two of them. They look nice together. Oh yes, they'll make a great couple. Tonabe thought. Alright, since my mission here is an S-class mission, we're just going to Harishin back to Uzu. We cannot risk other people seeing me with you. Understood? Both of them said. I'm going to place a barrier around the mountain to keep the place safe from thieves and others. After that, Naruto placed a seal. He incautiously grabbed Hotaru in a tight embrace with his right arm while gripping Tonabe's shoulder with his left hand. In a flash of orange, they were on to the Uzukage's office. Naruto left a clone to explain the situation, while the real him hurried back to the mountain 2 days later. Alright, I got Uchiha's location. My clones are currently watching him on a distance. Let's get moving, Naruto told Fu and Gara. An hour after their arrival, they traveled for about an hour away from the mountain and got near the place where the Six-Tails Jinchuriki was. Naruto sensed other people with the teen. They were currently fighting with him. Uchiha, those damn eyes. Let's rip their eyes out. Destroy all Uchihas, Kurama growled. Wait, Uchiha? What the heck's an Uchiha? Oh, Fu, Gara, we need to hurry. Naruto rushed forward as his body became enveloped by red chakra, going into tail beast mode. Version 1, a tail appeared on his back. Fu and Gara followed and did the same. Utakata's POV. Utakata was relaxing earlier at the topmost branch of the tree, blowing bubbles. When he suddenly felt his surroundings seemed distorted, his bijus dispelled it for him and told him someone attempted to put him under a weak genjutsu. He prepared to fight as he got surrounded by 6 people. He recognized them as Konoha Anbu due to their headbands. What angered him and his biju were their eyes. All 6 had their Sharingan active, 3 tomos on each eye. One of them threw a fireball at him and he had to dodge. The 3 that he was on earlier now was now burning. He once again moved as he dodged another fireball launched at him by another Anbu. Utakata's eyebrow twitched in annoyance as he prepared to counterattack. Bubble clone technique. 2 bubble clones materialized and stood side by side with the original. Ninja art. Bubble bomb. Dozens of bubbles of all sizes were produced by the original and the clones were sent flying towards the leaf Anbu. The Anbu scattered to avoid the bubbles and the bubble exploded one by one, producing a popping noise that ring their ears for a moment. Surrender now, Six-Tails, and be a good pet, one of the Anbu said as he glared at Utakata with his Sharingan. He was about to cast a genjutsu before he suddenly got pounced by a strong force. Rasengan! The Anbu was sent flying, crashing to the trees due to the users using his tail beast cloak. The Rasengan was empowered by demonic chakra. The Anbu was killed immediately as the Rasengan ravaged his body and demonic chakra entered his system. Sabaku Q, said another voice. One of the Anbu got caught by the attack and got covered by a sand coffin. Sabaku Soso. The Anbu screamed in terror and he got crushed into the blood and core, drilling bug horn. Another Anbu screamed as he got pierced through the back by a demon horn. Utakata and Leaf Anbu were in shock. The newcomers suddenly came and attacked. The sixth Jinchuriki was looking at the newcomers with a surprised look. He got more startled when the blonde addressed him. Brother, are you alright? Utakata was still in shock and was unable to reply. Naruto, Gara, and Fu formed a protective line in front of him and faced the now regrouped Anbu of Leaf. The four Jinchuriki gasped in surprise when one of the Anbu Sharingan morphed into a four-pointed star and killed his two remaining comrades. The Anbu with a raven mask looked at Naruto and spoke. Hello, Naruto-kun. It's been a long time. I can't tell you how pleased I am to see you well. I'm not sure if you still remember me. So let me introduce myself. The Anbu said as he removed his mask and revealed his face. I am Uchiha Shisui. Naruto narrowed his eyes. His stance told everyone he was prepared to fight. Explained quickly. I know Kurama-chan do not recognize you. She doesn't recognize your signature. Even if I didn't have shinobi training back then, Kurama-chan was with me and would have recognized your chakra and remembered. The beast sealed inside Utakata gasped. Kurama, I see now. That was why he addressed you as a brother earlier, Utakata. I was also too shocked it did not even register in my head. The teen simply remained silent as he listened to the two conversations. His three rescuers still kept their Biju cloak active. I understand. Noticed Shisui. Well, for starters, I was one of the Yondam's personal guards. The first time I saw you was 2 hours after you were born. I paid a short visit to you and your mother at the hospital back in Uzushio. I gave you a raven plushie as a gift, although I believe it was destroyed when Fugaku kidnapped you. The second and last time I saw you was the day you were rescued and brought back to Uzushio. I participated during the raid. I was sent on a long-term mission by the Yondam after I visited you at the hospital. I had no idea what was happening while I was away. I just found out from local inns about the downfall of Uzu and the Cubist attack at Konoha. At that moment, I knew there was something wrong. I abandoned my current mission and went to Whirlpool to investigate. I knew their Uzumakis were strong. Even a joint strike from Ozu, Kiva, and Kiri would still not be enough to bring them down. I lingered there for weeks until your grandfather finally showed up. That was when I discovered about your clan's dojutsu. He made me interrogate by the Hell's Head. Sorry about the inconvenience. He had me interrogated by the Hell's Head. Back then, your clan and I didn't know about Konoha having a part in the recent events. I was simply told not to tell everyone about Uzushio's current status, and I was ordered to resume the mission that Yondam Asama assigned me to. I was away from your report for 4 years and reported back to Uzu instead of Konoha since I was informed that the Yondam had been brought back to life. I remained there and entered the academy for Jonins. A few months before your 5th birthday, I graduated and enlisted as a storm operative. 2 weeks after the raid, I was sent back to Konoha to work as a spy. Konoha did not suspect me for anything since I had the mission files requested by Yondam-sama and was reinstated as an Anbu. I see now, Naruto said as he deactivated his chakra cloak. I do remember seeing a raven plushie in my crib while I was watching my memories. Shisui nodded and then smirked. If you want, I can give you a new raven plushie to replace the one that was destroyed. Thanks, but no, I prefer a fox plushie. Kurama and the other laughed at the statement. Alright then, I'll give you a fox plushie on your birthday. I look forward to that. Anyways, what brought you and your team here? Why were you attacking my brother? Shisui nodded and bowed to Utakata. I apologize about earlier. I had to act alone. I was just waiting for you to kill some of the Anbu while I killed the rest, but Naruto-kun here and his friends took care of them anyways. Shisui then turned to Naruto. The Hokage and the council have gone restless. Without a Jinchuriki, they felt that Konoha was threatened. Then the second to the latest bingo book was released, Danzo recognized Utakata-san as a Jinchuriki. After a lot of pressuring, the Hokage finally agreed and gave the order to capture him, and now we're here. Okay, seriously, who are you people? Utakata asked. Oh right, hehe, sorry, my name is Uzumaki Namikaze Naruto, Jinchuriki of the Kyubi no Kitsune. I'm Uzumaki Fu, Jinchuriki of Nanabe. I'm Saboko Nagara, Jinchuriki of Ichibi no Shikaku. I'm Uchiha Shisui, also known as Shisui of the body flicker technique. Anyway, it will be too troublesome for us to explain everything, so we'll just let you have a view of our memories instead, Naruto said as he finished making the demonic art seal, Sands of Time. About 40 minutes later, they finished viewing Naruto, Fu's, and Gar's memory. So yeah, now you know about us and why we're here. Naruto finished. I see. Seiken-san tells me that jutsu was not a genjutsu but was real and created by demons. Hence the name. I believe you and your memories you showed me. It seems that we all had the same life as a Jinchuriki. We were betrayed and were made outcast. But we found sanctuary in Uzushio Gakure, Fu said. Come with us, brother. Naruto said. You can start a new life there. Yes, Gar agreed. No more. You will be chased by hunter ninjas. Shisui decided to help the three persuaders, the teen, and said, "You know about Konoha after you. My team isn't the first and won't be the last to come after you. Other villages will also send teams after you so they could use you as their weapon. You see how Jinchurikis are treated in Uchiha. They are treated there as normal beings. Most villages treat your kind as a para and only see you as a demon and a weapon." Heh. Hey, I've already made my mind. While we were watching his memories, I want to be with my siblings. Although his decision is still up to you. Second told his host, "I see your point. I understand about my status. It is true that you're not the last to come after me. I'm coming with you, Naruto. I want to join Uchiha Shinobi Force as well." Naruto grinned and tackled the teen into a hug. "That's great. That means I'll have another sibling. Haha." Utakata, after a long time, once again smiled. He patted the boy's head and returned the hug. "Hey, we're two your siblings, right?" Pooh said as she joined in the hug and also pulled Gara. "You're joining the hug, little bro." As they laughed. When they parted, they all stared at Shisui. "So, Naruto again, what now?" "Well, I can't just return there unscratched while my comrades are dead. They might get suspicious, so how about a little spar?" "Heh, you're on," said Naruto, making an evil smile. "Let's dance." Shisui gulped as he saw his ancestor Madara's face in Naruto, as if he was channeling his spirit. He once again activated his Mangekyo Sharingan and knew this was not a normal spar. Naruto came at him fast and without warning. Thanks to his eyes, he was able to foresee his movements and saw what was going to get him and was able to parry down a slash. Naruto attempted to jab and was blocked by Shisui's left arm. Naruto kicked the Uchiha in the chest and jumped back. Shisui regained himself and this time charged the blonde. During their fight, they were on a stalemate. Naruto was using his chakra-empowered taijutsu attacks to damage his opponent, while Shisui was using his Mangekyo to able to read the blonde's attack and avoid them. They were able to land hits at each other during their mixed taijutsu and genjutsu matches. Naruto jumped back and decided to level things up. He decided to show Shisui the techniques that gave him his title of Juggernaut in the bingo book. He quickly unsealed the 6 swords and caught them, immediately going into a dance of 6 death stance. 6 swords could be, Shisui thought. Naruto gave him an evil smile. "Here I come." The boy came at him, dancing with his 6 swords. Naruto came at Shisui, spinning while also channeling his chakra to his elemental sword. Shisui now had trouble dodging the boy's attack as his eyes could not longer predict his movements. After receiving multiple cuts, he finally decided that he was no match against this kind of style. Naruto was simply a whirling instrument of death, while the 6 different elements chakra crackling around him. Shisui jumped back and signaled for Naruto to stop. "Okay, I concede. You win the spar." "I was having fun," Naruto pouted. "Very funny, Naruto-kun." They all laughed at Naruto's childish behavior while the boy moved to make faces. "Anyway, it was very nice to meet you all. I will be going back to report to Konoha now. You can have their bodies for investigation or something," Shisui said, indicating at the leaf Anbu that have fallen. After he left, the 4 Jinchurikis also headed back to Uzu after sealing the corpses. They got more acquainted with each other along the way. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this part of, guys. I'm quite tired, and yeah, if you like this one, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without further ado, let's end this video. This is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing